people who grew up poor. How did your life change when you finally had money? Growing up, my mom and I lived in this crappy 2-bedroom apartment above Miller's laundromat. The washing machines downstairs ran till like 2 a.m. every single night, and our walls were so thin I could hear Mrs. Garcia next door screaming at her TV during soap operas. My mom worked double shifts at Pete's Diner, coming home smelling like grease and cigarettes, counting out crumpled dollar bills on our kitchen table every night. For dinner, we ate a lot of ramen noodles and peanut butter sandwiches, sometimes just toast if we were really broke. I remember being 12 and helping this old guy Wilson carry his groceries every Saturday for $10. It took me like 6 weeks to save up $40, which felt like winning the lottery. One day I walked into the grocery store with all my saved money, feeling rich as hell. I grabbed everything I'd been wanting: actual strawberries, a box of Lucky Charms, and this huge steak that cost like $15. At the register, I realized I was $8 short. I started putting stuff back, embarrassed as hell, when this woman behind me just quietly handed the cashier a 10. She didn't say anything, just smiled and walked away. That moment stuck with me forever. Fast forward 15 years, and I'm making more in 1 month as a software developer than my mom ever made in a whole year. But the first thing I did with my money wasn't buying some fancy car or moving to a rich neighborhood. I went back to that same grocery store. I found this single mom trying to decide between milk and bread because she couldn't afford both. Her kid was like 5, tugging on her shirt, asking why they couldn't get the cereal he wanted. I walked up and told the cashier I'd pay for her whole cart. She looked at me like I was crazy, started crying right there in the checkout line. That became my Friday routine. Every week I'd go to that store and quietly pay for someone's groceries. The cashiers started recognizing me, even started pointing out families who looked like they needed help. This one cashier, Janet, would give me little nods when she spotted someone counting coupons or putting back items. One time this teenage kid was buying just eggs and bread with loose change, probably for his family. I covered his groceries and slipped him an extra 20. Another time, this elderly couple was arguing about their prescription costs versus groceries. I got both. The store manager eventually caught on and tried to make it this big publicity thing, but I shut that down real quick. This wasn't about getting attention or feeling good about myself. It was about paying back every kindness I'd ever received, starting with that woman who helped me when I was 12. My mom found out what I was doing when she saw me at the store one Friday. She started crying in the cereal aisle, telling me how proud she was. But honestly, I learned it from watching her. Even when we had nothing, she'd still slip a few dollars to our neighbor when her kid needed lunch money.